Oh, camera. Got it. Okay. Alright, for some reason the camera, like usual, doesn't look like a cranky crap. So why don't we just go ahead and it's MicheleMarieDalene, so let's switch over to the desktop. And
what color is it, Dory?
And get this started here. We'll try to figure out what's going on with the camera. Anyway, we're gonna meet everybody. And of course, it is another day of the week here in North American Sun King Palace, and yes, we are taking phone calls today. So let's turn that phone on and see. She's still trying to figure out what's going on with the camera, like usual. It's always doing this. It's always doing this. Don't order a UVC dongle from China, because I don't know what they do to these things, but they mess them up pretty bad. So just reset the dongle, see if that helps any. I gotta reset the thing. I gotta reset the video. Hold on, guys. This could get real interesting. So, okay, so let's get this video up here so we can all see each other. So, studio. So, we'll turn on the desktop, the overlay. Okay, and yeah, why not? Let's put the phone number down there, and let's dissolve that screen. Okay, so now, well, you can see here, I'm gonna just go back to the chat questions so everybody can see them. So how you doing today, Chin Chin? Right now I get some friends doing laundry here, so I have the other microphone turned off, but let me sit. Oh, jeez, watch for the cord. Watch for the cord, yeah. I'm gonna turn that microphone back up a bit. This is more of a full backup sound microphone, so. Okay, so, make sure the phone's on. Check that. Yep. So, how are you doing today, Chin Chin? Yeah, video is doing okay. We're streaming. I'll switch this thing out to make sure we're in the right network. And so anyway, I hope you guys made sure to set your clocks ahead an hour, because here in the United States, so that you would know that the show starts at 7 p.m. and Eastern time. Or 11:30 hour tonight. Any word on the door? Right now, there really isn't anything planned at this point. In all reality, like Ruben pointed out, which is not related to duel, but I'll bring this up anyway. He says that the scientific experiment has got some risk for external interference from outside air currents. And I checked at least to see if the water that's been sitting on the counter it matches the air temperature, and they do. So, and then anyway, that's kind of a duel without actually going out in to fight somebody else, just to do a laboratory experiment. And even if it's flawed, it still shows that you're at least willing to put your best foot forward.
Wow. Yeah, good.
So anyway, does Chin Chin want to say anything? Because I see you, but I don't see you talking much. Maybe she just wanted to be polite and say hello, let you know she was watching. Probably. Yeah, well, still counts for something. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. There's a phone number below, 860-738-8463 for the studio line. For those of you who are able to call the number, meaning it's not too much expense for you. What's the phone number for the studio line right below? 860-738-8463. And it's Sunday, so depending on your telephone provider, you probably may get reduced rates. Though, yeah, I figured that. Besides, I wanted to end a little earlier because my dinner's technically already waiting for me. So, I was thinking about being on probably to about 8 o'clock. And then, like I said, in the top. So, what I'm saying is we're going to have about an hour approximately to cover anything that anybody wants to address. And you can hear Dory eating over there. She's eating a type of soup.
Not soup.
Okay. Since everybody is pretty much on standby, it looks like I'm going to do my best to see if I can start doing some practices tomorrow. I'm trying to get that ability to improve on temperature changes of water. And I explain I use water because, number one, water is less susceptible to sudden changes of temperature, which means for water, the temperature change is going to take a bit more energy than air. So, yeah, it's going to take more energy, because there's a reason why I only use water instead of air level. Because remember when we showed the apparatus yesterday in the video, and we saw the temperature was changing so much. We don't know exactly what was causing that, but we do know that when the water, Chin Chin, so he says, so glad to see you. Well, she has just said hi, Ruben. She didn't see much more than that. But I'm glad to see you too. We're just briefly covering some information on the experiment, which she points out there is potential issues with the experiment. The water temperature we're using is the water it's been sitting on the counter for 24 hours. So it's not exactly like water I just drew directly from the tap. So it is at room temperature already. The water's been sitting there for 24 hours. So in that case, the scientific experiment is based on room temperature water. So which means, and I checked it with the thermometer, the water temperature and the room temperature were equal. 22.1 degrees Celsius. And that's what we're doing, but people pace us high. How you doing? What are you up to? Nothing. Right now, I was just talking about the planned experiment for the next few days. I was about to watch Matrix 2. I never really got into the Matrix movies. Something about the Matrix, I just didn't like it that much.
Yeah. I'm coming.
But I did like the movie with Meryl Streep and called Defending Your Life, though. That was a comedy. That's a pretty good movie. You should watch it sometime. Defending Your Life. If you want to see something on the other side, and then that's kind of that's a situation comedy kind of movie. It's pretty cool. So anyway, but I wanted to get back to my original topic, which is the experiment. As I said, we're going to start practice sessions tomorrow. And even though the practice sessions, obviously, I'm going to write, for my testing, I'm going to be logging the temperature when they start and the temperature we end at. Effective maximum power is nothing, really. It just means, it just gives validity to what I'm saying. However, the problem is we're using water, and water takes a lot of energy to change the temperature of water. Or air would be easy, but my elemental is water, so to understand that it's almost related to the laws of physics. Okay, well, I wasn't talking about water, but in this case, to make something change, you're going to need to put in energy. In the case of making something warm, water takes longer to warm up than air. To cool it down, it takes energy too, by removing the molecular momentum of the in this case, air or water, which is a fluid. So it's going to be. I was watching a video of the Matrix and stuff. Okay. Well, it is about the future, but well, right now in the background, Ruben is Dory and a friend of hers are washing the laundry right now. So that's what you hear is them talking in the bathroom as they're checking the laundry and stuff like that. I don't know what that is. Fast lane. I have no idea what fast lane is. But if you guys want a movie that's kind of fun with Meryl Streep, you should watch Defending Your Life with Goldberg, plays the male character. It's really funny. It's cute. Right, exactly. But we also know that liquid such as water is much more dense than air, so it means that it's going to take more energy to slow the molecules of water or to heat them up for the same volume of liquid, so versus the same volume of air. Well, what channel is that on? Because I don't know anything about it because I don't have cable. Hell, I don't even have a rooftop antenna. So, reminds me, I should check the. Neither have I. Is it on the BBC? Because I got access to all 4 BBCs and ITV channels as well. Because on that Kodi box, I have access to many of the channels through, to Goodfellas plug-in and stuff like that. And I also got access to Sky channels from from UK Sky as well. So I watch a lot of British stuff. And I watch some American stuff too, but most American shows don't really particularly get my attention. Oh, that's one of the networks I don't get. So, the WWE network, okay. No, I don't get that network. I mean, if it was on, say, one of the networks I get, which is mostly a lot of the channels in the UK and some American networks, that'd be all fine, but I don't know anything but that channel. I will admit one thing. I wish the UK would make getting a TV license over here for the BBC in this country a hell lot easier. Well, when you get a chance to see what's on the Matrix, it's secretly, I know what it is. It has a good ending. 10-21 is destroyed and Zion is returned. Okay. I don't really understand what cryptocurrency really is exactly. I understand so little about it to really not be able to give you a good informed decision on it. I mean, I know it's based on hashes, based on arithmetic calculations, but that's all I know. But every time I see pictures of Bitcoin pictures, for example, I always see this metal coin. But I know that the metal coin is just, I don't think Bitcoin gives you metal coins in trading for your hashes. Right, it is, as I said, it's something I don't really know about. You know, I know what it does, but it's also very difficult to generate some Bitcoin mining and other kind of cryptocurrency mining. Could be. It definitely could be people piece. Because there's a lot of people that are trying to push it, and I don't know why it will not let you paste the URLs in chat. I have not told it not to allow that. It is set to allow that. I don't know what option I need to trigger. Could someone do me a favor and check that out for me? Is what option you need to trigger to set up to allow URLs in chat, because you can post URLs in the messages, fine, and that is guaranteed to work. And I've looked to see if there's a tag that specifically says that. Oh, speaking of that, have you been keeping up with this new thing called the Pi Project? The Pi Project. I don't even think I can post links. I don't think you can either. I'll show you something, guys. Let me go. This is something that there's a idea. I'll just tell you about first. It's called the Pi Project. The idea is to make your personal extensionable interface available. It's like an avatar of yourself that you can actually lease out to people to like do meetings and things like that. And it's based on the Bitcoin blockchain thing. And that's where I get confused. Because, I mean, the idea of having another Michele running around on YouTube or other sites that support pay AI sounds pretty cool. Now, I'm eating supper soon, too. But this way, I'll be on for about 45 minutes, and then we'll be going to eat myself. But anyway, yeah, I know that. But someone say the same is true with mining regular currency like gold and silver. Except that's tangible. Gold and silver is something you can hold in your hand and you can actually see it with your eyes. But with cryptocurrency, all it is an abstract concept of a bunch of numbers. And it's not going to help you to understand. So if I said I gave someone a piece of, say, a gold coin, he knows if I say it's gold coin, it's money. They know it's money. May not necessarily know how much the money is, because you may not know if it was between $1 or a shekel or whatever. But he would see it's a coin that has some value. But if I gave someone a whole string of numbers, would they know what that's a piece of money? Yeah, but money isn't necessarily evil. It just makes this method of trade a little easier. If used properly, money makes a little sense. First of all, if I want to go get a coffee, Cumberland Farms, for example, and they weren't taking money. Well, let's say they were willing to accept something other than money. Me, I didn't have any money in my wallet. And I say, well, how many of my cheap watches do I need to give you for a cup of coffee? Now, that may sound stupid, but that's exactly what the money does. And money is mutually agreed on by two parties. I say, okay, you're going to give me $1.05 for the coffee, and I'm going to give you a coffee. I don't care where you got the coffee from. It doesn't matter to me. Okay, just to make sure the video's working. It's just coffee. You know, because they agreed on the value of $1.05 for the coffee. You know, that makes it easier for trade, because it's got a value. So everybody who accepts that currency will be agreeing to. Well, hoarding anything can be bad. That's just a fact of life. I mean, you can. It doesn't matter if you're hoarding socks or if you're hoarding dollars or cats, for that matter. Anything in excess can be bad for you. It doesn't really matter what it is. And let me make sure the phone's on. Yes. Spiritual spiders. I'm not sure what a spiritual spider is. I never heard of the concept. So anyway, I don't know nothing about spiritual spiders. By the way, what is your personal opinion on some of the talk that's been going on about the Snow King person? I'm not trying to start a war here. I just wanted to know what you personally thought about the Snow King person versus my position. Well, mine goes all the way back to 2011, as you saw in the video, and the coronation. I happen to do research on spiritual spiders. That's one of your thoughts. Tori right now is not really in the mood to be on TV at this point. So she's doing laundry anyway, so they don't really have time to really talk much. So what do you guys think of that Snow King guy versus my position? I mean, he said he's been on since 2015. I've been on since 2011. Well, could you give me like a one-sentence definition of what a spiritual spider is? I mean, are these like parasites? Yeah, I kind of wonder the same thing too, but I don't really know. Because, like I said, he has no evidence, he has no videos to prove his claim. Or I have videos that claim proof mine. Not only that, but the way he talks, I think he sounds like he's got a bit of an ego. And that is something that Mother God does not want him to have, is an ego. She wants us to be fairly well-rounded people. And I don't mean I'm a weight, which, that way I'm fairly rounded too, but I mean, in the sense that, you know, more down to earth. And, because you can see these messages. Okay, people please explain the spiritual spider. A spiritual spider is basically like a demonic energy that goes between dimensions. They can form in a man hat like a bat. Yeah, okay. I saw the man with a hat one time in my apartment, but he didn't stay very long. Because when I basically grabbed my pentacle and told him to get the fuck out, he left. He ran out through the wall. He did not stay very long. Or they're human, but they're got a non-human driver behind them. So many people may think that they're just playing a game, but I've got a feeling that, and that's one of the reasons why I've had to change my attitude a little bit and not stop getting as upset about it, because number one is, it doesn't even matter if I did the experiment or not. I'm still a North American Snow Queen, and there's nothing wrong with, you know, the fact that I'm being more honest when I say I have really very little skill. It doesn't make me a bad person. Now, how you doing? Some trolls are human, but I have a feeling some of them are from other dimensions, and they are something almost scarier. Okay, people, peace. And there's a question: why would these non-human entities, or even the human entities, even want to be on my channel? What is it about my channel that acts as a fertile ground for them? You gotta admit, that's a good question. And it is a good question. What? I mean, my channel's not the only one, of course, that is affected. I mean, there are others too. But I mean, like, it's like I noticed that there's a certain type of group of people that come onto my channel, and they are, it's almost like they have an objective, and it's not necessarily in my best interest, and it's in theirs, but I still don't really know what they're going to gain out of it. Who knows? Maybe Out on the Wire has a better idea what's going on. Maybe. If he knows, it'd be great if we'd like to talk about it. Well, you gotta admit, though, what he's talking about Out on the Wire is certainly a good question, which is, yeah, that's what I'm starting to wonder too, because, I mean, I don't know. I mean, like I said, and that's one of the reasons that I'm trying to kind of just, you know, be light on my feet about it, but I do think that there's something going on that's not so necessarily nice. Yeah, I think you're right about that too. I don't know where that trolls are attention-seeking behavior. I agree with that, but I also think that, you know, it's one thing to seek attention, you know, and it's another thing to potentially seek attention by causing harm to somebody else. No, far from a troll. Why would I troll Michelle? Michelle and I work together as a team, right? Unless you talk about the other Lumi. I think that other Lumi is just a person who's playing a character. I think so too, but yeah, I think you're right. Oh, gee, you almost had coffee. Yep. But remember something that is very clear. Yeah, well, that's not me. And I know about that other one. And here's the funny thing. What the person has done is, I don't know if she's specifically the reason for this, but our viewership on our channel has been going up. Well, that's true. That's true. Yeah, you're right, Lil. But like our woman age 30 says, interesting. Where some trusting. Where's the troll on Lumi YouTube? I've not seen. Oh, okay. This is what People Peace is talking about. Yeah, some of these trolls seem way too obsessed with your channel to be just attention seekers. It seems like they are stalkers or dumb demons or sick individuals or something. Or all the above. Or all the above. Maybe the individuals who have been, the spirits have been compromised by the dark entities. Yeah, a very likely possibility. But, because you're right, these people have really seem to really want to discredit Michele. Now Michelle's decided to play a different game with them. And sometimes I have to keep them running around. Like, for example, the message she said about what she said she had as much power as the wizard and his girlfriend on a ridiculous race. In some ways, that was more of a piece of bait, and they fell for it. But it's not entirely bait. It's not entirely right. It's true, though. Michelle's being honest when she said that. It wasn't like she was lying. The truth of the matter is the trolls, she knew that they were going to jump in that. She just knew it. So it was like, okay, now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to out them without even saying a word. And that's what she did. And that's when you see this North American Snow King guy come up. Is because prior to that, and he kept saying, he was talking to Mother and Father God, and he said that Mother and Father God had giving him the role in 2015. Well, Mother and Father God, I talked to them and said to Michele, she said, I never gave him any role in 2015. But there was going to be a spring steward. She didn't give me the name, and she didn't tell Michele the name either, that was discharged from his duties because he didn't know anything about magic at all, or sorcery. So he was smart, he was an educated meteorologist, but when it came to skills in the spiritual and magical arts, he didn't have it. So he was disqualified because of lack of experience. And that was in 2015. That was in 2015. So is this the same person? If it is, he has no right to claim who's the North American Snow King, because he never would have been the North American Snow King. He would have been the spring weather steward of the North American and Southwest Greenland. Well, I'll see if I can try to make it a little bit better. I'll see if I can make the screen bigger. That might help a bit. Because what it is our computer, it converts the high-resolution screen into 640 by 480, and then it goes through the video processing. So that should help out on the wire. You might also want to check to see if the stream. Oh, why is that stupid software updater always popping up? It's like the stupid programs are always crying wolf. Why don't you get rid of the stupid thing? It never has any updates anymore. You only think the thing that should take it out of the taskbar? It wasn't even in the taskbar. Oh, okay. Okay, I was wondering what it is. Can you help me find my spirit calling? Well, I can tell you one thing: to find out your spiritual call, your spirit, it's going to require you to do a little legwork. I think I texted a little bit too big. Okay, that's well. See, for me, that works out fine, because I can see a few comments. Let's see, let me see how we're doing here with the data rate. We're doing good. We're getting good data rate. And we're getting good data rate at, let's see. it's kind of, right now it's pretty quiet. But we're getting 16 frames per second, no drop rates. Yeah, but, can you check something for a second? Oh my goodness. Don't fuck with it, Michelle. Somehow, guys, we got the screen set wrong. But if I change it now, we're going to fuck it all up. So we're going to have to just leave it just like this anyway. Since you guys are mostly just watching me anyway, it's not really making much of a difference. Okay. Now that should help. I'm sorry about that, guys. I actually did not realize the frame rate was set so horrible. See, the computer was acting a little funny earlier. So when I started the stream, what happened is that everything kind of got pear-shaped. So I ended up basically adjusting the screen, but it kind of got messed up. So what I ended up having to do... What? Why is this thing doing this? Does it really matter? Just as long as it's recording the right screen, I don't give a shit. Okay. So right now we're generating 25 frames per second. The bitrate is still too damn low. Oh, I know that. Can you fix that? I'm going to stop this again, guys, and see if we can fix this. Okay. Okay, encoder. Okay. Okay. Alright, now we should be all set, guys. I'm sorry about that. FMLE keeps doing stupid crap, and then it keeps crashing on me, and then, like it's just doing now. Like, I don't know why it's saying these rates, these crazy amounts, but it's just turning, I don't know if there's something in the keyboard that's doing that, or what. They're just changing my video form rates into some ridiculous size that is enormous. But I'm not going to sit there and fight it right now. For right now, at least it looks like it's working, and we're getting close to what we should be getting now. So, let's see. Yeah. Okay, so the only thing is the screen size is too damn big. Oh, just leave it alone. Let's leave it alone. Okay, so yeah, the FMLE, this program on this Mac, keeps doing stupid shit. And that's the reason why I had to restart it, was because I couldn't do anything about it. It was just all fucked up. And I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to have 2 or 3 pieces of video now at the same time. So, okay, why is the chat I can see different from the one on your screen? I have no idea, but obviously I can see you, and I can see your chat, so I don't know why. It's the same chat. It's just that what you're looking at here is the chat that I see from my side that gets mirrored out to you guys. So if there's many messages retracted, for example, things like that, those little messages are the ones that more administrators will see, or in some cases. So it's a little bit different than, but it's the same chat. It's the same chat. Still, I'd like to see this thing normalized screen-wise. Do you think there's some junk at the keyboard? What are you suggesting we do, huh? Or could we do a full reset of the keyboard matrix? Yeah, let's try that. Okay, so well, everybody's here. It's just that this computer is always doing stupid shit. And it seems like these are all the people that are currently participating at this very second. So I don't know why. No, it's just the computer always does stupid stuff when I'm trying to get the most basic thing done. Every now and then this computer is always trying to trip me up. You know, you talk about negative energy, serious one for you. What there's with this computer that every time I try to sit down and have a good live stream, does it always seem to want to always try to give me a headache. Well, let's get, he's here. Or he was here. If you look at 7:40 p.m., he said welcome back. So he is here. So where are you in spirit journeys? Are you talking to me or somebody else? People of peace. I was asking you what you thought mine was. Well, that's something you're going to have to just kind of discover on your own, because, you know, I don't have any information on your journeys. And that's kind of sad when you block people, but, yeah, he might be, because he's not blocked on my side. I let him talk on my side. So you see his comments when you read the stream. Right, well, we were interrupted because somehow the encoder decided to change all our settings to some stupid settings which didn't even make any sense. And you said something about legwork. I wonder if he's talking about you were talking originally about what the Snow Queen does, and the fact is that you were the North American Snow King has not been ordained by Mother God. Well, you could do some time in prayer and talk to Father Mother God, and also keep your ears open for your spirit guide to speak to you. That's the most important things I can tell you. Everybody looks for the answer. In some cases, the people that they need to ask are right there and right that they know in all their lives. In this case, that would be the Divine Father and Divine Mother God, and of course your spirit guide. It's the best answer. It's the best answer. Well, Mr. Laugh, it could be. I don't know how you're going to be able to unblock him, except to maybe go to your YouTube channel dashboard and then check the community settings. Well, I understand that. Right, I know that too. But as I said, I don't really know you personally, so I can't really give you any insight into what your spiritual goal is. No, the computer kept fucking up on her all the time. She was trying to get the live stream working, and the stupid encoder decided spontaneously change every single setting and totally threw everybody off. And then she was trying to fix it, and every time she kept trying to fix it, it kept trying to change the settings again. Yeah, that's why it's on the United States. Don't get mad at me for that. I mean, this like I said, this old piece of hardware just needs to be retired, and I'm trying to save my money up to get a new computer. So that won't be until probably next month, but we can probably get a slightly better iMac next month anyway, because this one's a little bit old and slow. Right, so don't take anything. You know, like Michelle was like, you know, set in a piece of hardware. It's not, she's upset at individuals. The evil entity I was doing research on is called Santa Malarius. Okay. There's a lot of evil entities out there. I've heard of that name before. So I think I've heard of that name before. Don't forget the demonics have their own little special teams of bad people. Wow, you really want to do a little channeling on right now, because I don't even know if, just because right now, people piece, it's really you that are asking specifically about your spiritual journey. I don't really know if it would really be fair to have the whole group get involved with that. Right now, we have enough problems with some people in this channel not playing a very strict game of poker, if you know what I mean. So if we do channeling now, we'd definitely be giving the bad people all kinds of food. Well, it would have to be, I would do channeling, but I would really think it would be better to do it with a large group of people that are specifically interested. Yeah, yes you can. And it would probably be better if you did, because you could get more specific, individualized answers. If we did the channeling here, I do not know if it would necessarily go very well. And like you said, I got a little bit exasperated with the computer, and if I'm trying to channel somebody when I'm a little bit exasperated with the computer, it doesn't go well to channel like that. No, you gotta be clean. You gotta be cool. You gotta be CCC, calm, cool, and collected. If you're not calm, cool, collected, you try to channel, nothing's good's gonna come out of it. No, unfortunately, absolutely true. Anyone else actually having issues with this vid? And it never works as well. What do you mean with unaware issues with this vid? I was like, I just went through and I reset the encoder, and let me check. It could be because Michelle ended up changing encoders. It looks like it's running fine. Yeah, she's getting bandwidth out. Maybe because originally it was going on RP9, that's why. Because right now the stream is going out, so that's a start. So it's not crashed right now, guys. I just checked it. Don't forget, Michelle, you said you were going to try to... I was talking about channeling, but sometimes the video it's working quite well. That's good. Okay, I'm not going to touch anything, considering the fact that I said the live, I'm going to be eating dinner in 10 minutes. Nothing with children, I've already told you. But right now, channeling is how to explain channeling? If you've never done channeling before, you really need to make sure to not unintentionally invite a negative entity in. Because just like a virus, a computer virus, when you download something and you open it up and say, it's a secret payload that causes harm, if you channel the wrong person or are unaware of the risks, you could get virused. And no matter what McAfee scan is going to get that virus out of you. Well, that's where you need to... I know that there are books on it that can teach you how to do it. Channeling is not something that should be taken lightly. It takes practice. I actually had a school here for a week for March break here in Canada. Okay. So what I would do is, there are videos on YouTube on channeling, if you're really interested in try it. But I would personally recommend if you could find a local spiritual teacher that could help you with that, because it's a really risky thing. It's like having sex with a woman that has syphilis without a condom. You don't know if you're gonna get it or not. You know, you have no idea if you're gonna get it. So, you know, you gotta remember that there's concerns about channeling, that you can't just go ahead and say, I'm gonna channel somebody, because if they decide to put toxic payload in your head, that's it. Well, I don't know what that is, knowing this probably end up being a male spirit. They'll probably be channeling, they would be probably being pulled in. And Lucifer would probably be the first person that would greatly direct or work with his higher level demons to fool you, especially since you work with Jesus or Father Yahweh. They're going to be the ones that are going to cause harm, because they're going to try to fool you. Alright guys, tonight we didn't have any phone calls. As I said, we got 7 minutes left before I wrap it up for tonight. But before I do, let me just switch the camera back to me. And want to just... Here we go. Switch this camera back to me. Turn off the phone number. Switch the CP234 on. Turn this one off, turn this one off, turn this one. Resolve screen. Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna just go ahead. I know it's frozen, guys. I'm sorry about that. Again, this computer is always up to something bullshit. So the video camera's frozen, but that's okay, as long as you know it's me that you're talking to. So for now, let me see if there's anything else. No, probably not tonight, because I got things I gotta do. But you know what? I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We are gonna have our live show on Wednesday, and that's what we are gonna do. So we'll have our live show on Wednesday, and hopefully Wednesday at 7 p.m. things will go good. If we get the computer not to do stupid shit. Yeah, right. Good luck. Good luck. Alright, so for now, I want to thank you all for being part of the show. And, because as I said, I went in a little early because I'm getting kind of hungry. So, for now, I thank you all for being part of this. There's my end stream. There it is, end credit. Okay. So for now, I want to thank you guys for watching this. I will see you all on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Is there anything else? I have been reading your comments, people, please. I have been reading them. But for right now, I'm going to get going. So for this time being, stay out of trouble. And I'll see you guys at Wednesday. Okay? Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody.